Hey guys, it's Lily Reps, and today we're gonna change oil in my B-Mod. You're gonna need jack stands here. Here we got mine.
Keep going.
You're gonna want to put your car under jack stands. That way it doesn't fall on you. Make room for you to get at the drain plug. Also, it might help get all the oil out because the end of your drain plug's back here, as you can see. So if the oil's up here, you want it all out down there. So, okay, you can also find out how much oil you need or the type of oil you need in the owner's manual. That's probably in your car somewhere. You're gonna need some new oil. I can't tell you what that is because that's our secret. You're gonna need a flashlight, maybe some gloves. You're gonna need a wrench, okay? You're gonna need a new oil filter. Also gonna need the oil filter wrench. Takes off the oil filter. You probably want an oil pan to like drain your oil in. Alright guys, so I got my oil pan underneath the oil drain plug, okay? I got my gloves on and now I'm ready to take out the bolt. Get your wrench. You know what kind of wrench and what size it is by looking at the measurement, okay? You can check it by putting it on there, and it should be snug. It shouldn't spin around the bolt, but spin with the bolt. Loosen it. So I'm gonna pull left, because lefty loosey. Okay, now that it's broke free and loose, I can just spin it with my fingers. Make sure not to drop this in the pan. One note to make is that you should probably change your oil when the oil is warm. This step takes a while, letting the oil drain out. So while you do that, you're gonna want to fill your filter with the oil, and this oil counts towards however much you're supposed to put into the engine.
You gotta be careful.
You don't want to put a dry filter on there, because then that means that while your engine turns on for the first time after you change oil, it's on a dry filter, and so you put some in there. That way you don't have to wait for the oil to get in there. Next step with your filter, put a little oil on your seal or your gasket. Take it from the oil that's just out there, you know, the new stuff. Can you hold that for me? Why do you do this, Sean?
You want to keep the seal nice and fresh, so to say. It makes a better seal.
Makes a better seal. There we go, folks. I don't have big enough muscles to do this, so my dad is taking off the old filter. Alright guys, now that the oil's done draining, we gotta put the plug back in. I got my wrench now again. Now you're gonna go the opposite way and go righty-tighty. Don't over tighten this. You could strip it, or it would just be very difficult to take off again. Can you turn? Oh my god, turn it off. Well, my dad said I wasn't allowed to do this part because apparently I was gonna get it all over the lid.
You're gonna get this thrown at you.
Dump it out between oh my god. Between we gotta dump it out between letting it drain and taking out the filter, just in case there's more, because it would have overflown and went all over the place. Alright kids, now we're taking off the oil filter. So my oil filter's back down here, and my dad said that he loosened it, but he did not. There we go.
So your dad was right.
Yeah, he did take it off, or loosened it. Oh! I'm gonna set that in my oil pan. As you can see, there's no oil really coming out of there. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the new one on. Alright. That's as tight as I can get it.
You need to quit being such a wuss bag if you want to be a mechanic.
Normally, on a normal car, you want this just a little bit tighter than hand tight. You don't want to over tighten them. But since this is a race car,
We don't want it to fall out because that would be a bad day.
you don't want
So
it to come loose, so we're going to tighten it up a little bit.
there we go. The next step and final step is putting the oil in. You're supposed to clean it before you take the cover off because you don't want any dirt getting in there. Alright, kids, we're on our last step. I'm filling it up with oil. And I've got to say, we're ready for race season, aren't we? Yeah. That's it. Bye.